to drop magic. 3.
Alright.
Or something to that effect.
So I'm going to be dropping off here as this game gets started. I'm going to prepare for my own match coming up against Scherzo. And you guys are in very capable hands here with Deca and Juicy. So I hope you guys enjoy the tournament. I'll stop in, say hello again later. Please, if you can, remember to check out the Matcherino link that I put into the chat. And best of luck to all of our players.
Best of luck to you.
Yeah, best of luck to you, Britta. Thanks for hosting all these events.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I'll see you on the other side.
Good luck.
You know, Deca, I feel like you transferred your Fight Kid curse over to me.
Oh, is it taking a really long time?
It's taking a touch, yeah.
Sometimes it's just like that. I've not been able to figure out why. Well, I can do some preemptive radio commentary. Leonant is off to a pretty strong start.
Oh no, we're already in that far.
He's doing a fairly good job staying in the straight lines in the back, which is a kind of the defining feature of Magician's pattern. But Rudolph is off to the races and has already reached quota in the first game.
Okay, took a second. There we go.
You only missed one round, so...
That's still... Gosh, man.
Yeah, they go quick. Okay. Leonant doing a significantly better job holding the straight flat lines in the back this time. He's managed to prevent the awkwardness of Magician's pattern as a, like, mid-tier comes once you start receiving garbage in small quantities. If you only take like 3 or 4 lines of garbage at a time, his pattern becomes really jagged and all mixed up. It's really hard to make big clears that will rush you to quota. But if you're good at managing his pattern, you can keep the long, straight, flat lines in the back open and just clear large swaths of your board all at once. And that's what the two players are trying to do, is keep the very side columns open so that they always have access to the big lines in the back.
It feels like this character, like, you can fall off the mechanical bulls, so to say, pretty easily. The shift from okay stack to oops, everything's broken is just so sudden and dire.
Yeah, the difference between taking, like, one extra line of garbage that you didn't want and clearing the lines quickly is enormous. You go from clearing, like, 7 to 12 orbs per match to clearing 3 or 4 orbs per match. So Leonant has opted to descend down the tier list. Judgment has a very similar color pattern to Magician. Sends those nice straight flat lines at the top of the board. But her pattern, instead of having 2 spires, only has 1, and so it's much easier to manage. And it doesn't get nearly as messy if you make a mistake or fall behind. It is, however, very difficult to kill someone on this pattern, so if you're going to pick Judgment, you have to have a solid grasp on your fundamental ability to make matches quickly. Because this is pretty much a guaranteed race to quota. I personally find that the key to this playing this character is pulling up lots of lines. Even though her pressure isn't, or because her pressure isn't dangerous, you can afford to send yourself extra orbs to clear.
Yeah. It's basically like kind of rubber banding to a quota lead there. Assuming that
Yeah.
you don't die by accident, but that's kind of the point of these tier delineations anyway.
Yeah.
Like that red structure is absolutely, well, getting like 10 clears per like single chain thrown.
Yeah. Minimizing the amount of garbage you send by making really big, efficient clears is really important in this matchup as well, because the garbage you send, if your opponent is about your same skill level, the garbage you send is usually easier to clear than whatever you did to clear it, or whatever you cleared to send it. Alright, and here is one of Leonant's signature counter picks. The Emperor, who has he has the more iconic of the mid-tier characters. His color pattern has all these little three orb L's. It's at first glance, Emperor's pattern doesn't seem particularly hard to clear. But the way the ice comes in, if you clear the ice with the wrong color, you'll end up with horrible checkerboarding that's incredibly hard to cut through, and you basically immediately die.
I remember once upon a time before the pick-counter-pick system was codified, Emperor mirrors were the competitive standard, right?
That actually predates me. I have not been around that long, but it would make sense because he is, I would say, if not the same tier as Magician, maybe half a tier above him. They're pretty close in terms of skill level to survive the quota.
Yeah. Again, my memory on this is spotty, so absolutely reserve the right to be completely wrong, but I believe that was a French competitive decision back in the earlier days.
Oh, interesting.
And again, we have a French restreamer on this, so he's absolutely free to call me out.
Alright, yeah, once the ice starts rolling in, you'll see Leonant cleared it with yellow this time, and that made his whole, 3 full rows worth of yellow orbs.
Yeah, that seemed to pay off.
Yeah. Fortunately, Rudolph is just so efficient with all of his clears. If you watch him play, you'll see every match he makes, if he's doing a 2-chain, his second combo has 2 or 3 colors going off, and it just lets him clear orbs so much faster than doing one match at a time.
Understandable. That's very much why, someone got their invite.